liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Pagbayad, pag-asa ng bayan, landas, pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, ha? MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Konti lang yan.
Siyete pa ako nakabu dyan, ha?
Nandito pa rin tayo sa Gymnasium 1 in Tanawan City for Batangas for the continued coverage of the Season 4 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Game number 5 na nga natin, scheduled for 9 this Saturday, and this time in the 16 and under division naman ng Las Piñas Truty Coolers and Quezon Junior Huskers. Well, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Jan Ocampo, kasama ko pa rin, syempre, Renzo Navarro and Andrea Veloso, our courtside reporter partner. Good afternoon ulit sa'yo. Game number 5 na tayo.
Good afternoon sa'yo, John, and good afternoon sa lahat ng nanonood. Game number 5, very excited.
Very exciting games ahead nga natin, ano? Pero syempre, pag-usapan natin itong parehong kupunan. Unahin natin itong Quezon. Kabaligtaran nung kanilang counterpart in the 14 and under. 0-2 naman ang kanilang record. They lost their last outing kontra Palawan, 84-90. That was just a close game.
Yeah, that was a close game, and it was against Palawan Urich Builders na alam naman natin kung paano maglaro. But in that game, they scored 84 points despite the loss. They had 16 assists, 40 points in the paint, and 29 bench points for Quezon Junior Huskers. So that was a decent game para sa kanila. It's just Palawan Urich Builders were the better team, and in that game kaya sila natalo.
Yes. So, close game nga lang sana, no? Pero ngayon, sila naman ang sabik kumuha ng unang pagkapanalo. Well, let's talk about the other team, which is the Las Piñas Truty Coolers. Itong kupunan na to, kabaligtaran din nung kanilang counterpart in the 14 and under division. 2-1 naman ang kanilang record. Pero, they lost in their last outing. That was their first loss in this season. 48-65 kontra Leyte.
Medyo mababa yung kanilang naging output offensively, only scoring 48 points compared to 65 of Leyte. They also grabbed 48 rebounds in that game, which is decent, but 54 naman yan para sa Leyte. Although dito sa steals. They were able to give up 18 steals para dito sa Leyte. So they need to take care of that lead a little bit more, although they have 34 points in the paint as well. Something na pwede nating tignan in this matchup against Quezon Junior Huskers.
Well, tingnan natin kung makakabawi ang Las Piñas sa kanilang pagkatalo last outing or Quezon naman ang kukuha ng unang pagkapanalo. Bigyan natin to kay Gio Cruz for the starting five.
First for Las Piñas Fruity Coolers. Starting guard number 6, Skylar Corsiga. To guard number 18, Yon Bautista. At forward number 14, Enzo Paxon. Other forward number 15, Nigel Dalimocon. And at center number 34, Andre Sands. The head coach is Egay Billones. Assisted by Carl Magpantay, Wendell Cadis, Richard Bautista, Kiko Mendoza. Team manager Michael Te and team owners Larry Hulep and Ron Moreno. And now let us meet the starters for the Quezon Junior Huskers. Starting guard number 14, Earl Clarito. Also at guard number 17, Friend Spicana. At forward number 13, Cedric Aguila. Other forward number 29, Chester Flores. And at center number 33, Zach Manikis. Head coach of the Quezon Junior Huskers is Mark Pangilinan. Assisted by Carl Bancoro, Jericho Santos, Nathan Benjamin, Chris Peñafiel, Paul Segundo. Team manager, Attorney Don Capunan, and team owners, Honorable Governor Dr. Helen Chan, Honorable Congressman Attorney Martin.
Alright, starting five muna tayo for Las Piñas. Yan sila Corsiga, Bautista, Pexon, Dalimocon, and Sanz. Para naman sa Quezon, we have Clarito, Paicana, Aguila, Flores, and Manikis. Once again, good afternoon sa ating mga live viewers on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Before we start the tip-off, Jan Ocampo, Renzo Navarro, and Andrea Veloso bringing this action live. And of course, as a tribute, katulad ng sinabi natin kaninang simula first game natin, partner, about a tribute to Rene Baterbonia and Divine Adili. And for those wondering, the 8-second violation is showing or paying respect para sa ating fallen brothers. Of course, we are asking everyone for their prayers for the repose of the soul of those two young men and the comfort for the family they left. Pero dito, as part of respect para do sa dalawang magigiting na manlalaro, gagalingan din ng parehong kupunan. Well, susubok unang pumuntos dito ang mga naka-item, which is the Quezon Junior Huskers. And again, we are in the 16 and under division and looking at the lineup, ang lalaking 16 under nitong parehong kupunan.
Yeah, we can obviously see the change all of a sudden do sa size.
Oo.
No? We were watching the 14 and under earlier. Tapos biglang ganito nakalalaki bigla.
Well, that's what 2 years can do.
Yeah.
So talagang yung mga nasa 14 and under, look forward yung pag-move up nila dahil hindi lang basta tatangkad, lalapa din yung karamihan sa kanila. Pero ito, miss attempt sa side ng Quezon and Las Piñas naman ang susubok, but there will be a foul. The last ball possession, and this will be Pexon at the line.
There's aggressive attack early on para dito kay Pexon to fish for that foul. He now has 2 free throws, a chance for him to break his team into the scoring column, pero nagmentes yung kanyang unang free throw. Meron pa siyang pangalawa dito.
Shooting for 2 or the second one. Itong si Pexon gets the first point for Las Piñas.
Yeah, and makakaupo na yung kanyang mga teammates habang dito sa side ng Quezon. Nakatayo pa rin, inaantay pa na makakuha yung first basket ng kanilang starting unit.
Oo, pero ito inaasahan nila. Siyempre, si number 29, Chester Flores.
Oo, kahit naman sino, mapapapalakpak talaga pag makakaupo ka na.
And another steal And the back-to-back scores para dito sa panig ng Quezon. And we got number 17, Prince Paikana. Ito si Pexo naman ang magdadala ng bola for Las Piñas. Looking for that opening. Thought about the three. Traveling violation against Bautista.
Yeah, medyo nag-alangan si Bautista sa pagkakataon na yun. He really thought about shooting that three-pointer, pero medyo naalangan siya dun sa closeout eh. Kaya he decided to drive, finally decided to drive. Natawagan niya lang siya ng traveling. Pero merong offensive foul on the side of Quezon naman dito. So, turnover after turnover.
Well, that was a great effort coming from Seth Cruz of Las Piñas and nauwi pa nga sa offensive foul and turnover against Quezon. That was a good bump. Napalakas lang yung tira na yun, and yun na nga, nagkaroon ng warning doon si Prince Paikana. Bumakslide eh.
Pero yeah, both teams natin applying man-to-man full court pressure. So we're gonna expect na magiging mabilis itong laro na ito, and maraming turnover ang may re-record dito.
Eto naman, Quezon naman na atake, Cedric Aguila, a familiar name here for Quezon Junior Huskers 16 and under division. Try to attack that baseline, heavily guarded, little bump, pero masyadong malaki ang defender, that was Pexon. Naubusan na ng 24 segundos ang Quezon.
Yeah, Aguila forced that shot in the shaded area, no? Not really a good possession for Quezon there. Kasi apat yung nasa ilalim eh.
Yes. And ayun, Dalimocon, a big man, finding that opening at the baseline.
Well, that's really the way to break that man-to-man press being deployed by Quezon. Just try to attack your defender, and then pag na-breakdown mo na siya, pag merong helper, just give up that ball to the open guy.
Thought about the three on that corner. Talking about Aguila, but the ball was stolen by a much faster player, itong si Cruz on that end. Pero yun nga lang, masyadong mabilis din yung bola, nauna sa labas.
A missed opportunity there for Las Piñas. That was a 3-against-2 situation. Hindi nila na-convert yun.
Well, inbound dito ang Quezon Junior Huskers, and magtitake niyan etong si 23, si JN Canyanes. Oh, Pexon doing what he does best. Rim protector, and on the other end, bubutas naman dyan si Kyler Corsiga.
Yeah, better execution there on the part of Corsiga, because the earlier possession, he turned the ball over. Hindi niya nasalo yung pasa, but that time making sure that he was gonna get a shot there and he was gonna make it.
Bola pa rin ng Quezon, Corsiga. Very active on his defense. Bola na naman ng mga nakaitim, but this time down by 1 point. Oh, quick hands by Dalimocon. Now on the rush, Las Piñas. Much faster when it comes to the steal. Itong Quezon Junior Huskers, si Paikana. And for the layup finish, how about Jester Flores once again?
Yeah, but credit that basket to Paikana for not giving up on that play, getting that steal, and yun yung nag-lead into that fast break points para sa Quezon Junior Huskers.
Pero ito na nga, no? Change of players for both teams. And syempre, na-cover na rin natin yung ibang games ng Las Piñas and Quezon, so we are quite familiar with some of the names and faces here for both teams. For the likes of Dalimocon for Las Piñas, and also Pexon. Sila yung mga familiar names na nandito. Sans as well, but he's not yet on the floor. Pero sa Quezon naman, Jester Flores, very familiar. If I remember it correctly, naging awardee pa natin siya in their last outing. So yeah, one of the contributors. And of course, Cedric Aguila. Although Quezon 16 under is yet to find their first victory here in Season 4. Pero ito, technical foul na itawag para dito sa side ng Quezon Junior Huskers. Pero dahil yan dito sa uniform ni let me see that. Neto ni Ganyanes. Pexon. Easy on that technical free throw. So tuloy option natin dito and tabla tayo sa size. Pero bago tayo magtuloy, may konti clarification lang si Commissioner Keith Picasso dito kay Technical Head Robbie. Wait lang. Mukhang may decision sila. So I think this is regarding, Canyanes.
I think they're not gonna allow him to enter the game because of the uniform, but there was already a technical foul called. So meron nang nabigay na free throw eh.
And Coach Mark is asking kung
Yeah.
count, hindi na ba makakount dahil nga hindi na makakalaro si JN Canyanes of Quezon. Yun. As we can see here from across our seat, nabawi yung technical free throw ni Pexon kanina. So balik tayo sa 6 and 5 na score, lamang ng isa ang Quezon. Mabilis na palitan dito. Ng ball possession, balik sa Quezon ng bola. Try to outsmart. Kaso yun nga lang, napabuti para sa Las Piñas. Sila naman ang atake. Setting things up, gives it to Pexon. Pexon fakes the 3. 3 seconds violation.
Well, I think both teams should settle down a little bit, because they're just running up and back the floor. So nothing really happening for both teams. So I think they just need to settle down, execute their plays, just wait for the game to come to them,
Yes. Oh, rejected by Pexon. Naabangan niya and nandun yung height advantage. Gets a bump, kicks it out. 3 seconds on the shot clock, drops it off. Wala nang oras. Forcing that shot clock violation. Itong Las Piñas.
Yeah, but Paicano was wide open already on the right wing. Hindi binigay sa kanya.
Well, hindi nila nakuha yung chance na yon. Pero ito, Las Piñas naman ang susubok. And how about that layup? Coming from Seth Cruz, another familiar name and face.
Yeah, better execution on the part of Las Piñas there. Getting an easy layup is Cruz.
And ito, another point for Las Piñas. Nigel Delimoco naman ang pupuko, lamang ng 3. So, I think there will be a clarification again for Coach Robbie. So, let's just wait. Tingnan natin kung anong kina-clarify. The coaching staff of Las Piñas. Pero yung partner, kinount ulit yung technical free throw kanina.
Yeah, so we thought na cancel out yung free throw na yun because they wouldn't allow the player to come into the game, but hindi na yata talaga pwedeng bawian yung technical na itawag.
Oo, seems ganun na nga nangyari. And that's a 2-possession ball game para dito sa panig ng Quezon Junior Huskers. They're down by 4 points. We started off slow, partner. 3.5 minutes is the remaining time for the first quarter. And 6 and 10 pa lang ang ating score.
Yeah, actually, it's still a struggle for both teams offensively. Talagang we have to commend the defense of both teams, really recovering, not giving up on any play. But again, both teams need to settle down a little bit, and this is the the replay, yeah.
Yep.
Stepping on the line.
And ayun. Nigel Dalimocon getting that basket. Was that a double foul that I saw?
Well, there is.
Pero ito si Seth Cruz at saka 23 at 24 ang magkabila. Ito naman si Negus. Si Duke Negus and si Seth Cruz. Medyo nagkabuhol sila doon and wala namang personalan. Kumbaga, nagkainitan lang sila sa part na yun. Nag-assist naman sila sa bawat isa.
Yeah, but what is it? Was it a double foul called?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for both players. So at the penalty situation na dito ang Quezon, and this is something that Las Piñas can capitalize. Oh, quick hands by the Las Piñas guys. Kaso nga lang, sumama yung kamay.
Well, that is what's been happening for Quezon. One player is holding the ball too much, taking a lot of time for their play to develop. Kaya nagkakaroon na ng mga delays on their execution.
Yes. Oh! Umikot lang sa rim. Medyo inalat ang Quezon doon. Probably expecting for a foul itong si Pexon, but that shot won't go in. De Los Reyes. Quezon naman ang atake. Oh. Couldn't get a great opening itong Quezon on that attempt. Talking about Shaheen. How about a left corner three? Wala pa rin. For Las Piñas, bola na naman ng Quezon. Takbo dito si Javier. Kaso nga lang, there will be a whistle. And syempre, isang magandang hapon sa ating live viewers and of course, ang ating commenters, itong si Teresa Aragon, supporting Quezon. Let's go Quezon, sabi niya. Para man kaya Pauline Ramos Corsiga, let's go Las Piñas. So I believe related sila ng player na si Corsiga as well from Las Piñas kanina, no?
Hindi malabo, no? Kasi
Oo.
hindi naman super common yung kanilang last name.
Oo, tsaka syempre, itong si Ma'am Pauline, pwede kang mag-comment para malaman natin. Pero syempre, bigay muna natin to kay Andrea for some courtside report.
Since not everyone on the Quezon 1600 roster is a homegrown player, Coach Mark Pangilinan is happy that some of his homegrown players are standing out. Itong si Gisler Flores and Cedric Aguila, who have impressed him so far. Coach Mark admitted coming into the season, his main focus was development and exposure, so no huge expectations at all. But after seeing the potential of both his homegrown players and the new faces on the roster, Coach Mark has remained optimistic despite still searching for their first win. He believes this group can compete with anyone, and that belief continues to grow with every game. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Yun nga, inabanggit natin kanina. Si Gisler Flores, familiar talaga yung pangalan niya dahil isa siya sa key players ng Quezon. But right now, Quezon is having a hard time, or as you mentioned, struggling to make a basket. Pero ito, Las Piñas naman nasusubok off the mark dyan. Itong si Contante, takbo dito. Kick out to the left corner three. Wala pa rin for Quezon in battling for that ball possession. Makukuha yan ni Mindanao. Las Piñas naman.
Yeah, but for Quezon, they're gonna get good shots when they're sharing that basketball. So, in that previous play, they were able to get an open shot from the left corner three-point area, but hindi nila naipasok yun. But nonetheless, that was a good shot.
Oh, great kick out. Almost loses that ball. And finally, how about knocking down a triple? Etong si Jermaine Sagil.
Yeah, badly needed for Quezon Junior Huskers, especially with the way they've been struggling almost the entire first quarter, and they will get another stop here.
Let's take a look at this once again. Much needed triple. Yun. Magandang hanap yun in the, anong tawag dito? Peripheral.
Oh.
On that right corner to get that corner three.
And actually, that was the second time itong si Clark Javier did a great job setting up his teammates. Yung una nga lang, yung sa left corner na hindi pumasok, but that time they were successful.
Ngayon, Quezon na naman ang atake. Currently down by 4 points. 9 seconds difference on the game clock and shot clock. Wala na silang oras dito. 5 seconds. They gotta force a shot. Yun na nga. Napalakas. This time, Las Piñas naman ang atake. Oh! Tried to save the ball. Kaso nga lang, ang nasa likod ni Gogotano, itong si De Los Reyes.
Yeah, but for Gogotano, you should have just let that ball out, no? Hinayaan na lang niya na ma-outside dun sa part na yun. Dun pa sana i-inbound ng Quezon. So with 3 seconds left in the first quarter, medyo mahihirapan na yung Quezon to get a shot there. Pero dito, na-foul pa. Merong 2 free throws, although Quezon missed on the first one, meron pang isa eh.
And syempre, with 3.3 seconds remaining, both at penalty situation, tama ka nga. Should have just let the ball go. Pero yun, nakakuha pa dyan ng isa. Itong si De Los Reyes before the buzzer sounds. And wala nang oras dyan. For the first quarter, ang ating score is 14-11. Lamang dito ang Las Piñas.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBA para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa ikaw ang
We ended the first quarter with 14-11 in favor of Las Piñas, and so far so good. And as we mentioned on the top of our coverage, is 2-1 ang record ng Las Piñas despite losing in their last outing. That was their first loss in this season. Siyempre, ayaw nilang dagdagan pa ang pagkatalo. On the other hand, Quezon naman, ayaw nilang magkaroon ng 3 straight losing game. Gusto nilang makakuha ng unang pagkapanalo.
So both teams coming off a loss. Pero dito sa side ng Las Piñas, they were able to start the season 2-0. Tapos finally getting their first loss of the season. So might be a wake-up call para sa kanila. And for Quezon naman, after dropping their first 2, of course, like what you said, you don't want to get your third one here and your third straight. Pero itong Las Piñas getting a turnover to start off the second quarter. Although they missed on the attempt, as we see the first quarter field goal, 6 out of 15 for Las Piñas, 4 out of 16 for Quezon.
Well, we're still at 14-11 score. Maaga pa naman in the second quarter, pero sayang nga yung effort na yun ni Kyle Prieto dahil taking one too many steps. And eto, sila De Los Reyes naman and Quezon squad ang atake. Sabi nga natin, takbuhan na nagiging laban dito regardless kung magkaroon ng conversion o wala. And let's see if they can keep this up. Finding that opening, 8 seconds on their shot clock. Oh, great find underneath. Kaso nga lang, masyadong masikip. Natawagan ng 3-second violation. And that was a defensive end of Contante and one other player from the white shirts. Let me see, that's 47. Itong si Gogotano again.
Yeah, but that would have been a great play for Tyler Villanueva. Oh, what a find para sa kanya. But again, maybe the pass was a little too low for the big guy. Kaya hindi niya na naiangat yung bola. But nonetheless, good luck.
Gogotano on the rush. Gandang hanap noon pero medyo masikip sa ilalim. Fires for 3. A bit short. Oh! Can't do that reversal kung merong malaki sa likod. Prieto thought about the 3. 5 seconds on the shot clock. At yun na nga, nagkaroon pa ng foul on that last play.
That was a bailout foul on that was Stephen Santos who committed that foul. Wala nang pupuntahan yung possession ng Las Piñas dun eh.
And nauubos na ang oras nila sa shot clock.
Itong si Mindanao was just looking for a shot there. Not really a good shot. But again, he was fouled shooting, attempting that mid-range jumper. So meron siyang 2 shots dito.
1 minute and 15 seconds na nakalipas pero currently stuck tayo sa 14-11. Breaking it is itong si Mindanao. And as we can see here, itong si Boss Vic Diaz, the owner of VPD Trading. Once again, that's Boss Vic Diaz. Thank you for your support, sir, dito sa ating Las Piñas Truty Coolers and in general sa Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL Season 4. There was a warning. Doon sa dalawang big man natin, doon sa may kaliwang side na yan.
Oo, naglalambingan pa yung dalawang malaking mama natin.
Medyo nagulat sila nung na-call out. Parang lumambing bigla eh. Yun. Talking about lambing and how about that? Looking good on that shot. Itong siya number 30. Oh, what a steal. Hindi nga lang papasok yung that attempt pero sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Plenty of time on their shot clock. There will be a whistle on that last play. Pero alam mo partner, nakakatuwa dito sa ating live viewers. Nagpapalitan sila ng suporta. As we take a look at this once again. Kita mo naman yun.
Yeah, that was Stephen Santos for the tough finish, using his left hand to get a manufacture shot there.
Bola na naman ng Quezon yan. Trying to tie things up or take the lead. How about tying things up after that jumper coming from De Los Reyes?
Yeah, what a tough shot by Casey De Los Reyes, fading, going to his right. That was a tough shot, but that was smooth for De Los Reyes.
Mindanao. Oh! Tries to attack the defense of the Black Shirts. Pero yun nga, naisahan niya dito. Ito si Benton Webe. Si Jester Flores. Attacking the one of the main guys of Quezon.
Yeah, but this is a great recovery for Quezon, no? After being down by around 6-7 points. It's all tied up right now.
Tabla tayo sa 15 dito in the 7.5 remaining in the second quarter. Ito nga, shooting for two, itong si Mindanao. This will be John Dave, Mindanao. The first free throw, medyo malamig-lamig pa.
Yeah,
Kapos ng bagya.
but a chance for Las Piñas to regain the lead here. Because medyo nag-struggle sila for the past 2.5 minutes of this second quarter. Na doon naman na umalagwa. Bigla yung opensa ng Quezon, but they will get the lead back with that free throw.
Breaking the tie after that free throw, lamang ng isa dito ang Las Piñas and mananatili pa rin sa panig ng Quezon ang ball possession. Isa lang ang hinahabol nila dito now. They're looking to take the lead. Mauubusan ng oras sa inbound. Halos. Yun nga lang. 1 too many steps on that drive. Matatawagan ng traveling violation itong si Stephen Santos.
Yeah, but itong si Rance Sanchez on that baseline inbound play, I believe he had position there. Could have went to him for an easy layup, pero again, result siya into a turnover.
Defensive rebound by Rance Sanchez. Now Stephen Santos, floor general. Oh! Ganda sana ang pasa from Dean Oserin, another familiar player, pero lumusot lang kay Sanchez yung bola. Pero teka lang. Medyo yun, quick break lang para dito kaya 33 si Zach Manikis.
Pinatingin lang niya lahat tayo sa kanyang magandang sapatos.
Oo nga eh. Akala ko parang yung sa anime, tatanggalin yung ankle weights, bibilis gumalaw yan bigla. Pero ito, speaking of bilis gumalaw, how about Pexon? Deciding for the three quickly, hindi nga lang papasok. Lamang pa rin ang isa dito ang Las Piñas, 16-15. Quezon, yet to find the bottom of that net. Tries to attack. Dalawa nga lang ang nakabantay and from that defensive end, itong si Pekson.
Yeah, and the way Las Piñas collapses on the big guy down low, wala na talagang chance na maka-shoot eh. Ganun kabilis mag-react yung defense ng Las Piñas, and yun yung nagiging problema ng Quezon. But that time, no problem for the guard of Quezon getting a basket over the defense of Las Piñas.
Well, Dino rin naman nakapunto sa kabilang panig. Ngayon, Pekson secures the board. Tries to attack, and how about a conversion on that end?
What a tough shot by Pekson over to black shirts. But again, he was able to make it because of his size and his length.
Taking advantage itong si Pekson, but right now, bola ng mga naka-itim. And unfortunately, that Santos pull-up on the triple will not work. Sa kabilang panig naman, pupuntos dyan si Steven De Leon.
Yeah, what about that Pinoy step by Steven De Leon and that floater high off the glass?
Challenging the defense of the White Shirts, itong si Santos. Heavily guarded right outside the arc. Bounce it off. Huli na naman sa ilalim. Hindi pwede yan sa harap ni Pekson. Yun na nga lang. Shot clock violation as per our referees.
Yeah, hindi nag-reset yung shot clock because I think the change of possession wasn't clear. Kaya hindi nag-reset yung shot clock. I think they considered it as a fumble.
Yeah. Tingnan natin. Oh. Mananatili sa Quezon. Ang ball possession, if I'm not mistaken, they pointed to the court.
Actually, no challenge needed there. Just three officials talking amongst themselves.
So, good clarification.
Yeah.
Kasi mahalaga yan. Especially, dikit ang ating laban and naghahabol ng 3 puntos lang dito. Ang Quezon Junior Huskers. 20-17 ang ating score. Will they lose the ball possession? Too many hands. Medyo nagkaroon na naman ng lambingan doon sa sahig itong si Zach Manikis and another player. Let me see who that was. Itong si 34, si Miko Sanz.
Yeah, that's how important that ball is. Mga malalaking mama natin nag-agaw. Meron din konting kamustahan.
Oo, kamusta lang naman kasi pareho doon silang tumumba sa floor eh. Pero syempre, nothing personal and intentional. Pero yun nga lang, unfortunately for Quezon, medyo nagiging mailap sa kanilang basket and madulas sa kamay. Mailap ang bola sa kanila and turning it over to Las Piñas. And on the other hand, Las Piñas naman trying to capitalize on the ball possession. That floater from Dalimocon won't go in.
Yeah, but the difference between Quezon, the offense of Quezon and Las Piñas is with Quezon kasi they're immediately going to that isolation play, which is the one-on-one play. No movement at all sa bola. That's why they're really having a hard time finding gaps on the defense of Las Piñas. Kasi itong Las Piñas, they're just collapsing on the middle. Hindi nila binibigyan ng libreng driving lane itong Quezon. Habang itong sa Las Piñas, yeah, they're trying to run every single time, but they're willing passers.
Yeah.
Every time they get to that lane, get to that shaded area, whenever somebody recovers on them, gini-give up nila yung bola.
And ito, Pekson at the line, shooting for 2. Labas nga lang dyan yung isa. One more attempt for Pekson. For Enzo Pekson. 4:12 remaining in the second quarter. Tatlo dito ang lamang ng Las Piñas. Let's see kung kanya nang dagdagan. And yun na nga. Make it 4, sabi ni Enzo Pekson.
Yeah, and again for Quezon for the last 4 minutes, for the remaining 4 minutes of the first half, I think they just need to do a better job executing their half-court sets. And like the previous plays, they're taking too much time setting up their half-court set I think masyadong matagal yung bola sa kamay ng mga guards nila.
Yeah.
Wala masyadong nagiging movement in their possessions. That's why napuputukan sila ng kanilang shot clock violation or mas madalas, puro 4 shots na yung nakukuha nila.
Yun nga lang, ano, pero dito, ta-timeout muna ang Quezon Junior Huskers. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang
From tip-up to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Under 4 minutes remaining na tayo dito sa ating second quarter. 21 kontra 17, lamang ang Las Piñas. Stepping on that sideline, nahuli. Etong si Cedric Aguila ng Quezon.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Mark wouldn't be happy with that because that was coming off a timeout. And palagi nga natin sinasabi, di ba? That's the last thing your coach wants to see after a timeout.
Pero ito, will this be a great find? And how about that? 2 extra passes to Sanz.
Yeah, and that was what I was talking about earlier. Itong si Dalimocon was wide open for that layup already. He had a good shot already, but he had a better one down low. That's why he gave up that extra pass.
But how about that block from Pekson? Being consistent on that department.
Yeah, and I love the energy of Sanz. Just trying to get into the head of Quezon.
Dito kaya 33 kay Zach Manikis. And tignan natin. Quezon naman ang atake dito. Mid-range jumper, how about that? Too easy for number 17, Prince Paikana.
Yeah, badly needed basket for Paikana and the Quezon Junior Huskers. Kasi medyo napapalayo na kanina yung kalamangan nitong Las Piñas.
But Pekson, a big guy, shooting outside. Kaso nga lang, medyo kapos. Battling for ball possession, Dalimocon gets it. Balik sa Las Piñas ang bola. Great find to Sanz, and how about a basket and one?
And another costly turnover for Quezon Junior Huskers. It was Prince Paikana who could have given that ball up a little bit earlier but waited for the double. Kaya nag-result ito to a turnover. And itong foul counted ni Sanz, which is brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness.
Yeah, that was a pound for pound fitness. B-Liga ready. And ito nga, Sanz, Pekson, Dalimocon, and the rest of the Las Piñas crew is Liga ready. Up by 6 points. And itong Quezon, yet to find another score. Thought about the 3. Lumapit ng konti for the jumper. Won't go in. Too tight in that shaded area. Makakakuha dyan ng dalawang free throw. Itong si Dalimocon.
Yeah, but give a lot of credit on the defense of Las Piñas. Just such a great on-ball defenders. Sobrang dami nilang mga magagaling dumipensa. Hindi nawawala sa harap ng ball handler.
And actually, no, kahit nga nakailang point out na tayo kanina na low scoring itong ating 16 and under ngayon. Pero yung action hindi naman nawawala doon. It could either be the tight defense of both teams or talagang inaalat lang, especially yung Quezon ngayon. You know, they're yet to find better shots para makakuha ng puntos. Pero itong sa side ng Las Piñas, Dalimocon adds another point.
Yeah, even the offense of Las Piñas medyo nag-slow down, but the thing is they're taking quality shots and they're getting a string of stops. That's the reason why they're up by 7 right now.
A lot of ball movement. 5 seconds on their shot clock. Pulls up. Di lang yung papasok. Napalakas. Great control of that leather. Kahit nakahiga na ipapasa pa against two black shirts. Talking about Las Piñas, but not so great on the traveling violation.
Well, great collapse on the part of Quezon naman to clog that driving lane. Kaya walang napuntahan na doon si Ivan Cayetano.
Pero ito, pagpapahingahin muna si Cedric Aguila for Quezon. And tuloy ang action natin with 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. 26-19 pa rin ang ating score. Oh! Stolen by Dalimocon. Outnumbered and outpaced. How about a finish coming from Ivan Cayetano?
Yeah, great defense once again. Another stop for Las Piñas and immediately running on the other end of the floor and getting another basket off that fast break.
How about Jester Flores? Pero yun nga lang, ultimo si Jester Flores na nabanggit kanina ni Andre sa kanyang report, medyo nagsastruggle din.
Oh, and yun na rin yung tinatawag natin na frustration with the defense being deployed, the pressure being applied to you almost the entire first half. Even if yung mga libreng tira mo na, medyo masasablay ka na rin talaga with all the pressure being given to you.
Yes.
About that turnaround shot
How
by
about
the
that?
big guy. Yeah, Enzo Pexon. Kung gaano kahirap makashoot on the side of Quezon, gano'n naman kadali for Las Piñas.
And ito, down to the 10.9 second mark as we take a look at this once again. Sands to Pexon. Pinaangas pa ang turnaround jumper pero mapapatay mo dito ang Quezon Junior Huskers.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang tagumpay.
Enzo Pexon. How about this big guy? Offense and defense, walang problema. 10.9 seconds remaining in bola ng Quezon. Let's see if they can make something happen. With a few seconds left, shot clock is already off. Oh, that will count. At hindi pa nga tayo tapos sa ating pagbabalik. Nakapuntos naman kagad dyan si Shaheen.
Yeah, great play coming off a timeout for Coach Mark and the little miscue on the part of Las Piñas there. Number 19, Basilia was there already on that spot pero bigla siyang umalis. I think he was switching with somebody pero yun nga, naibigay na yung bola. That's why they were able to get 3 more points before the end of the first half.
Timeout muna dito ang Las Piñas True Tea Coolers. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang
9.2 seconds remaining. Halos patapos na ang second quarter and Las Piñas naman ang aatake. 3 against 1. 1 second left. Pexon fires for 3. Kinapos lang ng bahagya and that will be the end of the first half. 30-22. Lamang ng 8 dito ang Las Piñas True Tea Coolers.
MPBL would like to thank the
liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
At the start of the second quarter, ang score natin is 30-22. Lamang dito ng 8 ang Las Piñas. As we take a look at some of our first half highlights, well, back and forth battle, no? Pero sabi nga natin kanina, makailang ulit tayo na struggling dito ang side ng Quezon, samantalang sa Las Piñas ay nakakabawi naman sila.
Well, actually, both teams struggled a little bit on the latter part of the first quarter up until the middle part of the second quarter.
Yeah.
Talagang wala masyadong nakaka-score doon. But towards the end of the first half, itong Las Piñas made a big run.
Exactly.
String of stops para sa kanila. Couple of baskets. Pero yun nga, at the end of the half, up by 8 ang Las Piñas. And we can see here, halftime stats natin, 12 out of 28 para sa Las Piñas from the field. More shots for Quezon at 32, pero 9 lang ang kanilang na-convert. Lamang pang Quezon sa rebounding battle, 21 rebounds for them, 19 for Las Piñas. Habang ang assist department naman natin, Las Piñas already with 9 assists, 3 lang para sa Quezon, and 8 blocks for Las Piñas. Really defending that shaded area, and then 20 points in the paint. So 20 easy points for Las Piñas compared to 12 of Quezon Junior Huskers.
So, 8 blocks na yun. Ilang kaya doon yung kay Pexon kaninang doon na siya tumira eh. Doon na siya tawag dito, nag-capitalize. Pero ito nga si Pexon na pag-usapan natin. On both offense and defense, big man shooting outside, nakakapukul pa. And that's what's amazing. Actually, napag-usapan natin ito in the previous coverages na yun na yung parang evolution.
Yeah.
Ngayon ng mga big man na may outside shooting at hindi lang outside shooting, kayang magbaba ng bola.
Yeah, yun na yung dinedemand ng laro eh. Parang if you're a big guy and hindi ka nakakatira galing sa labas, medyo magiging limited yung yung gamit sa'yo and yung oras mo on the floor. So for the big guys, you really have to adapt with how the game is being played right now. Kasi there was a time na post ang mga big man, yung basketball nilalaro sa poste. So yun naman yung time na yung guards yung hindi masyadong valuable.
Oo.
Pero this time yung mga big man kailangan marunong na talaga magdala ng bola.
And ito nga yung nakikita natin dito sa ating mga game coverages sa Junior MPBL. Pero ito, wala pa nakakapunto sa palitan nga. Pupunan as we enter the second half.
And taking a look at the stats, tama nga yung sinasabi mo na si Pexon already has 6 blocks. 6 blocks, and that's another assist para sa kanya. 2 is big man Dalimocon. Pero yun nga, Pexon really protecting that rim, protecting that shaded area. Pero ang mas nakakatuwa para sa akin, 6 blocks itong si Pexon. Pero si Sanz, siya yung nagsiselebrate kada makaka-block si Pexon. So yun yung nagpapa-frustrate lalo dito sa Quezon Junior Huskers.
Kumbaga, nandun yung suporte eh. Kumbaga, it's a team effort after all. Kung ano man yung magawa mong effort para sa team, should be celebrated by everyone on the team. Yun nga yung nangyayari, no? 6 out of 8 blocks ng Las Piñas. 6 doon kay Pexon. Pero, tara, pakinggan muna natin kung ano ba ang ibabalita ni Andrea. Andrea, what do we have?
Going back to Enzo Pexon, for the coaching staff, they call this guy silent contributor in the stat sheet because of the impact he brings every game. The coaches shared that Enzo wasn't playing this way last season, describing him as someone who lacked energy on the court. As they put it, medyo malamya. But because of that, Coach Egay gave him extra attention during practices and eventually saw his dedication and improvement. And now, sabi nyo nga, Enzo has become a reliable contributor for the team. And the coaches are hoping he continues this progress. So back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Well, partner, yun yung pinag-uusapan natin. Pero bago yan, makakapukol muna dyan ng tres. Etong si Earl Clarito for Quezon. Much needed points.
Yeah, so a better job for Quezon to start off the second half. Trying to go for back-to-back, but nonetheless, they saved the possession.
Third attempt. That was an early heat check para dito kay Clarito. Pero sabi mo nga, no, kung nakakuha ka ng isa,
Yeah.
pwede mo namang sundan.
And what I like about that play is, I think 4 or 5 junior Huskers was able to touch the ball. Now they're moving the ball around, and they're finally connecting from the outside.
And ito, another attempt with 6 seconds on their shot clock. Off the mark. Pexon has the leather. Talking about this guy. Sabi nga nila ni Andy, no, as per the coaching staff or ni Coach Egay, medyo malamya daw last season. Parang di ko ma-imagine na ganun na kaganda. And speaking of maganda, another 3-point attempt para dito. Kaya Pexon hindi nga lang ipapasok in the follow-up of Dalimocon. The third time is good.
Yeah, another offensive rebound and another basket by Dalimocon. But I think one of the big reasons why ganito kalaki yung naging development nito ni Pexon, I strongly believe this, na feeling ko si Miko Sanz kinukulit din siya sa ensayo.
Kaya din grabe yung
Kaya
celebration.
kailangan niyang mag-respond.
Oo. Pero yun nga yung pinag-uusapan natin off-air na yung bond nitong mga players. Hindi natin alam kung paano sila as brothers on and off the court. Pero ito, na libre, 1 against 2. Yun nga lang. He fumbled on that fast break lay.
Yeah, and kinalabit din siya sa likod baka nagulat.
Oo. Pero speaking of eto si Kyler Corsiga back in action. Pag tinignan natin yung comment section natin sa live, maraming sumusuporta.
Yeah.
Dito kaya Kyler Corsiga, the family and the friends. So, once again, good afternoon sa ating live viewers. We are halfway through this ball game in the 16 and under. At saka sa 9-game schedule dito ngayon sa Tanawan. Pero syempre, nananatiling 8 ang hinahabol dito. How about that? Anong 8? 5 na lang daw, sabi ni Earl Clarito sa kabilang side naman for that triple.
Yeah, but you have the credit to Casey De Los Reyes attracting multiple defenders, then executing that hard pass para sa kanyang shooter on the left corner.
Yun ang sinasabi natin. Earl Clarito, second triple niya yan. Yung second and third attempt niya kanina, nagmintis. Pero ito, Sanz, not stopping on the attempt. Yun nga lang, was not able to put it in.
Well, talking about itong si Clarito, higa nga nila, shooter shoot.
Oo.
Where even if you miss, you gotta take the next one if it's wide open.
Well, moving the ball around too much for Quezon. That won't work this time. Oh, great pass. And Bautista was there, just contested by Casey De Los Reyes or Casey De Los Reyes.
Yeah, great recovery there for De Los Reyes. But I'm really loving what I'm seeing from Quezon right now.
Yeah.
They're just sharing that basketball. Talagang they're looking for the best shot possible, and that's the reason why they were able to knock down some shots.
Well, Las Piñas is only up by 6 points, and this is still a very close ball game. 5.5 minutes remaining here, the third quarter. Masyado pong mahaba ang oras natin. And ito si Coach Mark giving some instructions from the sideline.
Calling out the chin play.
Oo.
Let's see kung ano ba tong chin play na to. Pero if ever gawin nila to, hindi natin ihimayan. Baka magalit sa atin si Coach Mark
Oo.
sa scouting.
Tingnan lang natin kasi right now, they're down by 6 points and De Los Reyes trying to find an opening. Siya na lang daw ang atake but that shot won't go in. Follow up, wala pa din. Third possession. Yun pala yung chin. Sapul si Dalimokon sa baba. Unintentional naman kasi nagkaanuhan sila eh. Inaantay ko kung sinong tatama sa baba. Unfortunately, si Dalimokon. Pero kidding aside, big man against a big man. Sabi mo nga kanina, no, off-air. Talagang hindi maiiwasan magkatamaan. And then let's take a look at this.
Yeah, but I think that shin play was a top ball screen action, maybe.
So main guys, Jester Flores and the Dalimokon. Yung nagkalambingan dun sa part na yun. Fires for another 3. Mintis yan this time para sa Quezon. Takbo dito ang Las Piñas. How about that shot? Hindi na pinasaya dito ni Seth Cruz.
Yeah, that was a tough take by Seth Cruz and a nice execution of a fast break there, looking like a practice drill.
Oo. And that's the importance of the practice drills. Muscle memory na lang yan. Pero yun na nga, napalakas yung tira, atras ng konti mamaya. Bautista naman, ang magbababal ng bola. Etong si 16, pasok para dito sa Las Piñas. That's San Miguel de los Reyes. Pero, babalik sa panig ng Quezon ang bola after that out of bounds.
Yeah, it happened right in front of our official, so I don't think there's any way to contest that.
Yeah. And syempre, may balita muli dito si Andrea. Andrea, ano naman meron ngayon?
The Quezon Junior Huskers is indeed trying to control the tempo, and that is what Coach Mark actually focuses during halftime. Sabi niya, offensively, paikutin lang nila yung bola and try to outrun itong Las Piñas. Kung mapapagod man, magsabi lang, there will be a substitution. Just continue on what's working and give your all-out energy on the floor. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Andrea. Well, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Naubusan na ng oras. Right at the buzzer, pero way off the mark. Yun na nga. Para dito kaya De Los Reyes, well, they will turn the ball over to Las Piñas. And right now, naghahanap ng mapapasahan itong si Seth Cruz. Finds Contante back in action. And let's see, gaano kabilis nakababa doon si Seth Cruz. Hindi nga lang mapapasok yun.
Yeah, and we're back in that pace once again, no? Yung that up and down para sa ating parehong kupunan. Yung hindi pa nakaka-recover sa past possession nitong kabila. Tumatakbo na yung isa dun sa opensa.
Living up to the tawag dito. Coverage ay pre-game natin kanina na takbuhan ang mangyayari dito sa 16 and under. Talagang ganun ang nangyayari. Mabilisan.
Yeah.
Pati yung observation natin nagiging mabilisan din dahil hindi pa natin tapos i-describe. May ginagawa na sila sa kabila.
Although very ironic, no, na napakabilis ng nagiging laro natin pero ang baba ng scoring natin.
Yun na nga. 36-29 as per your observation partner. Ano nga ba ang nagiging possible cause ito for both teams, ha?
Well, I know both teams love to run pero it's just the efficiency eh. Like kailangan ito yung sinasabi lagi na you wanna go quick, you wanna go fast but not in a hurry. Minsan kasi madaling madaling mapagpalit or misunderstood yung when your coaches say you wanna go fast kasi pagmamadali ka minsan eh, pero ang gusto lang naman ng coaches natin is you have to try and look to score right away. Pero hindi yung pipilitin mo yung mga tira kahit wala pang magandang option, walang magandang movement.
Exactly. To the point na nagiging reckless na tuloy. Nawawala yung sineset na play ng coach. Pero ito, tingnan natin. Oh, great kick out. Just right outside the arc and knocking down the triple. Napatalon pa Miguel de los Reyes ng Las Piñas.
You gotta love the celebration of Miguel de los Reyes. Just looking right into his bench. Just letting everybody know that he just made a 3-pointer.
Pero ito, down on the floor si Seth Cruz asking for that foul. Pero hindi yan natatawagan ng ating game official. Tuloy ang action natin dito. Faking a foul. Warningan nga siya doon. Contante to Seth Cruz. Ooh, how about that? Lumusot, stepping through 2 black shirts and gets the finish.
And I'm telling you, John, yung basketball na yan, it's one of the best medicines in the world. kahit anong nararamdaman mo, pag nahawakan mo yan, makakalimutan mo.
Talking about Seth
Yeah.
Cruz. Ang laki nga din naman kasi ng defender niya kanina.
Yeah.
Yun nga lang, hindi naman kasi umalis sa pwesto. So, walang matatawag talaga. Pero yun, on the other end, dito si Paikanan makakapuntos para dito sa panig ng Quezon. Battle in the South Division in the 16 and under. Paikana tried to get that triple. Wala. Second chance, wala pa rin. Makukuha na yan. Ito ni Seth Cruz. Yun nga lang, mapupunta kay Andrea ang bola.
But again, bumabalik na naman ulit tayo dun sa pace na tinatakbo nila during the first half. No?
Oo.
Yung medyo out of control nga. And even for Las Piñas, who's holding on to a 10-point lead, medyo nagiging out of control eh. And if you're Las Piñas, okay lang sa'yo to kasi mahaba pa naman yung hinahabol ng Quezon. But
Yes.
for Quezon, you really need every possession from this point forward.
Eh, tingnan nga natin kung ano adjustment na ipapakita nila. Oh, gets double team. Soft touch, won't go in. 1 minute 15 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, but that was a great play nonetheless for Quezon.
Bogotano to Constante. Mindanao back in action. Oh, hesitated, led to being rejected. Paikana regains control of the ball. Tight defense, pulls up from way downtown. That won't go in for Shaheen. At ayun na nga, mukhang itong si Miko Sanz, or si Zach Manikis rather, ng Quezon, nang magkakaroon ng frustration dun sa last foul na yun.
Yeah, that foul was out of frustration already. He really wanted to get a basket in that possession. Pero again, yung defense ng Las Piñas, napakaganda ng recovery.
Ito naman, Las Piñas naman atake, drops it off. Oh, pumeke pa, Constante. Masyadong mabigat. Itong si Zach Maniki sa ilalim. Ilang bounce yung ginawa niya doon. Hindi nga lang nakuha sa bump. Siya naman ang binawin. And how about that? A finish on the other end. One bump needed to get the finish by Manikis.
Yeah, and showing Constante how it's done is Manikis.
Parang ganun nga nangyari. Isa lang daw. Oh, trying to be fancy in that behind the back pass. Pero andun si Paikana. Quezon na nga atake. Ganun daw ang fancy pass to get the finish. Shaheen to score for Quezon. At dahil dyan, mapapatawag ng timeout. And, ang panig ng Las Piñas Truity Coolers. Balik tayo after the short break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
As we take a look at our highlights, one bump to get the finish. Sabi ni Manikis, dito naman, ganito daw ang pakasa. Sabi ni Paikana, para naman dun sa kanyang kasama. And was that just the Flores who made that score earlier? Was not able to catch, pero nevertheless, 6 na lang ang hinahabol dito. And yun, Constante, medyo may contact against Negus, pero all good. Before the buzzer sounded, and our score by the end of the third quarter is 41-35. Las Piñas ang lamang.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. A cutie quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. Fourth and final quarter nga natin, kasama pa rin Gian Ocampo, Renzo Navarro, Andrea Veloso. Quezon na may dala ng bola. Post up for that triple. Kaso nga lang. Off the mark. Dalimocon secures the board. Mateo. Pasok dito in the fourth quarter. Las Piñas ang atake. Tumingin pa on the left corner. And how about that, Pexon?
What a big shot by Pexon to start off the fourth quarter. Good extra pass. Galing dito kay Mateo. He was heavily pressured but he was able to elude his defender. Pero yun nga, nakita niya si Pexon for that left corner triple.
Paikana sumubok naman sa tres para sa Quezon. Di nga lang ipapasok.
And here comes Nico Sanz once again.
As we take a look at this once again, sinigurado ni Pexon. Lampas siya dun sa 3-point line and he gets it in. Pero yun na nga, no? Talking about Nico Sanz of Las Piñas. Drawing some reaction.
Yeah, really,
From Quezon?
really the energy guy para sa kupunan na ito. Only scoring 4 points, only grabbing 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But again, yung overall impact niya eh.
Oo, yung kaya niyang dalin
Yeah.
sa kanilang kupunan. Pero ito si Pexon, naagawan ng bola. Masyadong mabilis ng kamay from behind. De Los Reyes, nakakita ng butas. Binato na nga lang ang bola. Pasa pala yun! Bagsak dito ang two white shirts but Jester Flores gets that basket. Hindi ko lang nakita kung nagkaroon ba ng clash mid-air dito ang parehong Las Piñas Truty Coolers. Itong si Dalimocon and
Yeah, the
Pexon. Was that Pexon?
two big guys of Las Piñas. Yeah, it was the other one was Pexon.
So two players, ang two main players ng Las Piñas. Yun nga lang. Tingnan natin itong replay. De Los Reyes goes up high. Oh, that's what happened. So Jester Flores, no contact on his end. Kaso nga lang, yung ginawa ni De Los Reyes na yun they took the bait.
Yeah.
Ito ni De Los Reyes, ang dalawa. Nag-lead pa kaya Dalimocon to be subbed out, pero of course let's hope that's nothing serious and something that can be shaken off. Baka balik siya later on, pero ito takbo dito ang Quezon. Jester Flores was waiting for that ball, kaso nga lang mas mabilis ang Las Piñas. Sila naman ang atake. Fake that three. Ooh, the fancy, pero nga lang hindi papasok, but Nico Sanz gets the foot back.
Yeah, Nico Sanz was there for the cleanup job, but again, yung collision na yun, I hope itong si Dalimocon is okay.
Oo.
Hope he can still go back to the game, especially with the way he's playing for Las Piñas.
Etong si Pexon yun. Speaking of Pexon, nakakuha ng rebound. Well, dalawa sila ni Dalimocon pero nakatayo siya ng maaga.
Yeah.
Kumbaga sa boxing, na-standing 8 na. Naabutan ng bilang si Dalimocon. Well, he needed to rest
Yeah.
para mas makafocus siya. Fourth quarter na natin ito and Siyam ang kanilang kalamangan dito against Quezon. Nico Sanz drawing the attention from Jester Flores. Shot was just really contested.
Yeah, would have been a great move for Nico Sanz, but again, yung defender niya did a good job staying in front of him. So wala masyadong malinaw na tira doon for Nico Sanz.
Eto si Paikana. Siya magbaba ng bola. Gives it to Villanueva. Fires for 3. Oh, hitting the corner. Takbo dito ang Las Piñas for the fast break. Oh, wala din. But a lot of action. Mauuwi yan sa puntos nito ni Ross Pasiliao.
Yeah, a lot of physicality happening. And I love how our officials are letting the physicality happen as long as it's
Oo.
legal. But this is a 3-pointer para dito kay, was it Casey De Los Reyes?
I believe that's Tyler Villanueva
Oh,
of Quezon.
I'm so sorry.
Oo, pero ito si Pegson. Gumamit na naman ng advantage at nakakuha ng punto sa ilalim.
Yeah, but what about Pexon just having answers whenever itong Quezon is gonna get a basket? Meron talagang sagot itong si Pexon on the other end.
But great job on Las Piñas for stopping one of the main guys. Itong si Jester Flores. Hindi siya masyadong makagawa. And ito, heat check para dito kay Tyler Villanueva of Quezon. Pero sabi nga, tingnan natin. Itong replay na ito, Pegson gets that bump, nakakuha ng quick spin. Attacks that baseline.
Footwork.
Na-timingan eh.
Oo, yung pagka-bump ni Pexon, yung first bump niya, nung napa-atras konti yung defender, pag-recover ng defender, dun siya umikot eh.
Wala nang
Nakontra.
chance ang makahabol.
Yeah, nakontra yung momentum ng defender.
Pero eto, si 45, si Jovic Mateo. Pexon from way downtown. Only touching the net but not the good one. Pero si Andrea, so go ahead Andrea, what do we have?
Just an update lang sa mga injuries, no? Seth Cruz sustained a shoulder injury but fortunately nagagalaw pa naman daw niya yung kanyang shoulder pero may konting pain. So he's still under monitoring by the medic. In addition, Nigel Dalimoconos who sustained a swollen gum. He rates the pain 7 out of 10. At kagagaling lang din pala nito sa sakit kaya he's not really feeling well before this game. But he said na kaya pa naman daw niya. So tignan natin kung makakabreak pa siya sa laro. Gentlemen.
Oh, thank you Andrea for the update. Swelling gum and galing sa sakit itong si Dalimocon, but yeah, hopefully makabalik siya dito dahil isa siya sa kailangan in the under 6 minutes remaining. 10 lang ang inahabol dito ng Quezon and they're capable to score. However, si Seth Cruz talaga ininda niya yung kanyang shoulder kanina. Unfortunately for him, na-warningan pa siya.
Oh, and then maybe it was just adrenaline which made that shot of Seth Cruz possible after that hit. No, kasi after niya tumayo, nakashoot pa siya sa kabila eh.
Kaya magmumukhang nagbibiro lang si Seth Cruz pero kita naman natin, iniinda niya yon. Although nandito pa rin siya tumatakbo para dito sa Las Piñas, yun nga lang, I don't know, that shot from Jovic Mateo kind of forced pero it's way off the mark. Stuck pa rin tayo sa 50-40, lamang na 10 ang Las Piñas.
Yeah, that shot was in a hurry for Mateo and Las Piñas doesn't have any reason to be in a hurry because they're up by 10 right now.
Yeah.
They can burn as much clock as they could.
And that's one thing na napag-usapan natin last time. But how about that glide to the basket? Shaheen for Quezon.
Yeah, great move para dito kay Shaheen, no? Walang help defender from the weak side. That's why that layup was wide open for Shaheen.
Prieto trying to shake off the defense. There'll be a foul against Dean Oserin.
And I love the reaction of Oserin after the foul was called on him. Medyo nagtatanong pa siya kung saan yung foul.
Ito si Dean Oserin, sabi ko, familiar from last season pala. Kaya pala familiar name dahil isa siya sa main gunners. I just can't remember kung dito nga siya sa Quezon squad or from another team, but nevertheless, isa siya sa scorer, but right now, hindi siya makadiskarte. Well, that was Pexon lying on the ground. Pero yun nga, no? Mabilis yung inahabol yung makabangon dahil, syempre, pag nagtagal ka dyan, alam mo na kung anong kapalit niyan.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly kung gaano katagal lang ang binibigay sa'yo ng referees to stay there. Pero ang alam kong automatic is if one of your coaches comes in to pick you up, yun ang automatic, kailangan kayo labas.
Pero ito, si Pexon medyo shaken up pa. First free throw will not go in. One more for him. One out of 2. Quezon naman ang susubok. Jester Flores to Shaheen. Shaheen guarded by Pasilyao. Oh! Jester Flores saves the ball. Lines it up but misses off the mark. Itong si Dino Serin. battling for that ball possession. Oh, makukuha yan pabalik ng Quezon. Great find underneath, and how about that Jester Flores finish?
And once again, itong Las Piñas, they're really rushing into their offense, no? Hindi kailangan yung forward pass earlier, pero again, they gambled on that pass na agaw patuloy ng Quezon. But again, this is just a 7-point lead para dito sa Las Piñas, so they really have to be careful.
Well, a lot of things can happen, especially halos 4 na minuto pa ang natitira dito, and
Haba pa to.
7 points, as we mentioned earlier, parehong kupunan kayang pumuntos, and lalo na't nakakuha na ng buwelo, especially they know na kaya nilang isa't isa, and nasa 4th quarter na tayo.
Yeah, and for Quezon, they still have Tyler Villanueva and itong si number 14, itong si Clarito, who can connect easily from the outside. So for Las Piñas, they need to be careful for the last 4 minutes of this game.
Pero mapapatime out muna dito ang Quezon Junior Huskers. Balik tayo after the break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang tagumpay.
Under 4 minutes remaining and 51-44 is our score. 7 ang kalamangan dito ng Las Piñas, and bola ng Quezon, sila ang naghahabol. Jester Flores aims for the triple. Won't go in. And there will be a foul against Maniquis.
And again, Maniquis, after getting called for a foul, wala daw.
Pero titignan natin si Maniquis na talagang kino-contest niya dahil nga sabi niya sa perspective niya, hindi talaga. Wala talaga, kaya ito si Coach Mark, paupuin muna itong si Zach.
Well, I can say from personal experience na kahit naman ako, whenever I get called for a foul, kahit meron, sabihin ko wala.
Minsan kasi, depende sa paniniwala mo talaga, parang feeling mo, hindi naman enough yung contact na binigay ko para sa foul eh. Pero yun nga, iba ang makikita ng ating referees, having different perspective. Pero yun, muntik pang mapabuti para sa Quezon, but a much bigger Sands underneath. But Jester Flores secures the ball back. Oh, counter steal. And mabilis na nakababa dito. Kaso nga lang, mabilis yung tira ni Pasilyao. And I'm not sure if it's necessary to take that jumper.
Yeah, not really. Pero it's good that we see itong si Dalimocon back on the floor. So
Yeah.
it's a good sign that he's okay. There's nothing serious, and he was able to get a basket earlier.
So, tingnan natin. Sands and Dalimocon both on the floor.
Yeah, and even Pexon. So this is a big lineup para sa Las Piñas to
Ayun, hinahanap ko si Pexon.
to finish off this game.
So, triple tower ito para sa White Shirts. Ooh, how about that power from Dalimocon who just got back?
Yeah, and I can clearly say that there's nothing wrong with Dalimocon.
Adrenaline, sabi mo nga, mamaya na iindahin kung ano man yan. Pero ito, great pass on that right corner. But Clarito won't be able to knock it down this time.
Yeah, one of the guys I mentioned earlier who can hit it from the outside, pero offline from that previous play. But Quezon will have another chance here.
Single-digit na kalamangan kontra Quezon. 9 points ang kanilang hinahabol, and they're really aiming for that triple. With 6 seconds on their shot clock, Villanueva. Once again, touching the net, but not the good kind. And magkakaroon ng whistle dyan, I believe, against Dalimocon. Yeah. Oh, fourth foul na nito ni Nigel. He gotta be careful. Coach Egay giving some instructions to his boys.
Yeah, but this is a better reason for Dalimocon to be out of this game, no? Foul trouble na lang kaysa yung injury niya kanina.
Actually, this is a much better option. Especially, we're down to 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Malapit na tayo sa last 2-minute mark ng ball game na ito.
You know, obviously, itong Las Piñas are in a better position to secure this win, pero meron pa tayong 2 minutes and 36 seconds left, like what you said.
Oh, Gister Flores really can't find this rhythm kahit na sa kanyang free throw. Malpexon hands it off to 45, Mateo. Mateo decides to attack, kicks it out. Pasilyao, sizing things up. Pexon, quick release on that triple, hindi lang papasok. Sanz, nagkayalambingan, and that was against Tyler Villanueva. Well, alam mo, kanina pinag-uusapan natin, partner, no, yung bilis ng pagbangon, for example, nila Pexon, para hindi mapalitan. Yung bilis magbago ng isip nitong mga batang to, the likes of Sanz and Villanueva, dahil ayaw nga nilang matawagan. Kaso, may review ang ating officials dito. So, I'm not sure what happened there. They were entangled. Tingnan natin. Battling for that ball possession. Yun na nga, nagkayakapan. Ganon nila kagusto yung ginagawa nila.
I feel like these two guys are best friends.
Oo.
Pero kidding aside, that left hand of Sanz was holding the ball. Pero itong si Tyler Villanueva went under, trying to get a hold of that ball as well. So, doon nagkaroon ng konting girian. We'll see ano magiging desisyon ng mga officials natin. Oh. Yeah, that's huge. And he's gonna be out of the game kasi he'll have to sit for 3 minutes, I think. There's 2 minutes left in this game. So,
Well, upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul si Miko Sanz base dun sa review na nakita ng ating officials. We only have 2:16 and 3 minutes ang kailangan mo iupo.
yeah.
So, tatayo pa si Sanz pagkatapos na ng 3 minutes na yun. Tapos na yung laro nun.
Yeah, so itong Las Piñas will have to close this one out without Mark Sanz, their energy guy. But I think one of the reasons why the referees upgraded that call is because the foul was above the shoulder.
Yeah, the one that we were talking about last time.
It doesn't necessarily mean sinadya or malakas. If it's above the shoulder, it's almost automatic. It's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Well, unfortunately for Sanz, mas malaki kasi siya
Yeah.
kay Villanueva. And Villanueva was already bending down. Kaya pag wasiwas ni Sanz, sa mukha na talaga tatama ni, above the shoulders as you mentioned.
But the thing is, medyo humila pa si Sanz eh.
Oo.
Pero still, itong si Tyler Villanueva was called for a foul and they're in the penalty. That's why itong si Dalimocon went to the free throw line for two shots. Pero this is gonna be the unsportsmanlike foul free throws. This is for Tyler Villanueva. And
Yes.
after these, they're gonna get the possession.
Oo. Oh, he shuts down the critics. Etong si Villanueva, no pressure. And we are loving the reaction from the crowd, from both supporters and the critics alike. Pero how about that easy baskets para dito kay Villanueva, pero mapapa-time out muna ang Quezon. We will be back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah, the bayan.
16 seconds na lang ang inaantay bago i-announce si Gio Cruz ang final 2 minutes nitong ball game. 55-45 is our score. 10 dito ang inahabol ni Gister Flores at ng Quezon squad. Quick release 3. How about that? This guy, Santos, knocking down the triple.
Yeah, that was Stephen Santos knocking down a crucial three-pointer just before the announcement of the 2-minute mark. Pero itong si Dalimocon on the other end was blocked.
That was a clean block. And just like that, single digit na lang inahabol ng Quezon. At sa kanila pa ulit, mapupunta ang bola. And this is getting really exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Both at a penalty situation. Naghahabol dito ang Quezon. They're fired up after that Santos' triple. Decides to go for that baseline. Kicks it out. Oh, off to the right, to that board. Lights it up. Just couldn't get it in. And ngayon, balik naman sa Las Piñas ang bola, trying to slow things down. 1:19 remaining.
Yeah, that's a wise decision para dito sa Las Piñas to pull that ball back. But Mateo shooting an early shot from the outside. I don't think they really needed that three-pointer.
Yeah, actually, that defeated the purpose of slowing things
Yeah.
down. Pero ito, mapapatawag ng timeout sila Coach Egay at ang Las Piñas Truty Coolers.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pang
How about remaining 1 minute 8 seconds and the 7-point deficit ang Quezon dito, pero Las Piñas ang tumawag ng timeout kanina. 55-48 is our score. Mabilis na lang, mauubos ang natitirang segundo ng ball game na ito, and medyo dikit. 55-48 sideline inbound para dito. Kaya Contante being guarded by Zach Manikis. Finds Mateo. Assisted by Dalimocon. Pero tingnan natin. Immediately gets double team. Dalimocon. 7 seconds or 5 seconds rather on your shot clock. They gotta make something happen. Oh! Yun nga lang. They were not able to execute something.
Yeah, Mateo wasn't aware of the shot clock. Earlier, he took an early shot with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. That time, hindi siya aware kung ilan ba yung natitira sa kanilang shot clock. Hindi sila nakakuha ng tira doon.
Speaking of tira, tingnan natin. Bibitaw ng 3. Off to the left. Bola na naman ng Las Piñas. 40 seconds remaining. Oh, faked it. What a way to spend a few more times. Susunog pa sila dito ng ilang segundo. Dalimocon knows it. Contante decides to attack, lifting off that foot before dribbling.
Yeah, once again, didn't really need to attack there. It was Contante, but they were able to burn so much time on the clock. So
Down by 7 points ang Quezon. 3 seconds difference in their shot clock and game clock.
not really a good foul on the part of Las Piñas because they're in the penalty, and with 22 seconds left in this game, you're going to give Quezon a chance to score from the free throw line while the game clock is stopped.
Well, Dalimocon, yun na nga. Yun yung sinasabi natin kanina na mas okay na ma-foul out siya kaysa hindi makatuloy due to an injury. Pero yun na nga, kinuha niya yung kanyang panglimang foul, and he will take a seat for the remaining 22 seconds of this ball game. And may review pa dito ang ating game officials. Tingnan natin kung ano nga ba ang maitatawag. That was Gister Flores on the floor.
Yeah.
And was that?
There was a push on Flores by Dalimocon kaya na daganan itong si Flores, si number 18 Bautista.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that was Bautista.
Yeah, but there was a push on Dalimocon before the collision happened.
Oh. So this will just be a regular pushing foul.
But again, both teams are in the penalty. So you're by fouling Quezon, you're giving them a slim chance to still catch up in this game. There's just a 7-point lead. If Flores will be able to make these 2 free throws, it's going to be a 5-point deficit para sa kanila with 22 seconds. Crazier things have happened in basketball already.
Yes.
So you can't count them out just yet. And then that's the hardest shot sa ano na to. If you have 2 free throws, the hardest one is the first one.
And I was about to say na baka dito pa magising-gising itong si Jester Flores at maalala niya kung sino siya. Pero ito may isa pa siyang free throw and that's what we were thinking. Mailapit pa nila to. Marami na nga nangyari. 22 seconds. Ang dami pa niyan para sa maikling konting puntos lang. And how about getting 2 free throws in, down by 5. Tingnan natin Las Piñas, how they will spend the remaining 22 seconds. Oh, and Quezon will have to give up that foul. Itong si Steven Santos.
Yeah, that was a quick foul. So I think only 1.5 seconds was burned from the clock. So that's a quick foul for Quezon.
Mabilisan nga. Wala nang sasayangin dyan and they're having a little conversation with Coach Mark, giving a few instructions while Steven De Leon at the line missed the first free throw. And this could affect them big time as we end this, as we let the time run, mapaubos na, 20 segundos na lang.
Yeah, pressure-packed free throws right here para kay Steven De Leon.
The pressure's on. Pero sabi niya, 1 out of 2 is enough for us. Mapapatawag ng timeout ang Quezon Junior Huskers.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah, kabayan.
20.3 seconds remaining. Jester Flores gets both free throws in kanina. De Leon for Las Piñas was able to get one. And ngayon, 6 ang hinahabol ng panig ng Quezon. 56-50 ang ating score. Tingnan natin. Flores looking for that open teammate. At yun na nga, nakita dito si Stephen Santos. Jester Flores, masyado na mahaba na uubos silang oras. Clarito lines it up, hindi nga lang yung papasok sa kanila pa rin ng bola. Jester Flores, same situation, air ball. That will not count. Las Piñas, nakahabol pa ng bahagya dito si Clarito. How about the third attempt at the triple? What about that? 2.8 seconds remaining. And mapapatawag nga muna ng timeout dito ng Las Piñas. So babalik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo.
Let's take a look at this once again. Yun na nga, umatras pa lampas ng 3-point line itong si Clarito, being known for his lethality on that outside shooting. And itong si itong sa coaching staff ng Las Piñas Truty Coolers, kumbaga, kino-contest nila yung remaining time dun sa shot clock nila. Pero I think that triple will count. 2.8 seconds para dito sa Las Piñas, and they cannot commit mistakes here. What's going on there, partner?
Well, I think after that timeout, Coach Egay wanted to inbound on the front court. Kaya pinausog ng referees because this is coming off a timeout, so they just need to get that ball in bounds, and whoever gets it just needs to hold on to it.
Yeah. Yun nga lang, ano?
Yeah.
Although wala namang ill intention, kaso yung tulak ni Villanueva kay De Leon, medyo napalakas.
It was just the momentum. And for De Leon right now, he just needs to make the first one, and then he can miss the second one already para tumakbo na lang yung clock. But there's some color developing here.
Well, Bautista already feeling the pressure, no? Despite them being up by 3. Kino-contest niya dito si Duke Nichols. Pero tingnan natin. Shooting for 2 free throws itong si De Leon. Gets the first one in.
Yeah, he can already miss this one. Para tumakbo na lang yung oras.
Yeah. Kahit na hindi nila makakuha yung rebound, they're up by 4 points now. Let's see. Yun na nga ang sinasabi, and tatakbo na ang oras dyan. And that will be the end of this ball game. 57-53. Congratulations to the 16 and under division of Las Piñas Truty Coolers. We started off slow, partner, but ended up heated. Hindi lang basta takbuhan na nangyari dito. Exciting ending din.
Yeah, what a game. Low scoring ball game despite the fast pace that we had, no? Pero towards the end, very nice competition that they had, no? Nobody both teams really trying to fight for every possession, especially that last few minutes of the fourth quarter, but in the end, it was Las Piñas, and it was this guy, ito si Enzo Pexon, who helped Las Piñas secure the win in today's game.
Yes, one very familiar name, ano? Pero tingnan natin ang ating awardees. Siyempre, unahin natin ang Don Benitos Defensive Player of the Game. Coming from the Las Piñas Truty Coolers, he is none other than Nigel Radalimocon with 6 rebounds and 2 blocks. Siyempre, another awardee coming off Las Piñas Truty Coolers as well, Milo Assist Champ of the Game. He is none other than Miko Andre Sanz. And right now, tingnan natin kung ilan nga ang kanyang stats. 4 assists for this guy. And syempre, huwag na natin patagalin pa. Andrea, ipakilala mo na sa atin ang ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game.
Finishing with a double-double performance, 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. Our best player of the game, Enzo Pexon of the 16 under Las Piñas. Congratulations, Enzo. Puro takbuhan tong laro na to at napakabilis. Pero you played the most minutes here in this game at grabe din yung effort mo. Kamusta ka after this fast-paced game, Enzo?
Masasabi ko lang po, yun nga po, mabilis nga po yung laro ngayon. Kaya ano lang po, nagtiwala lang po ako sa mga teammates ko tsaka sa mga coaches ko. At syempre nagsimula po kami sa training. Go hard po palagi. Diba? Yun din po, nagpapasalamat din po kami kay God kasi nakuha namin yung panalong ito. Kahit naman na mabilis yung laro.
Enzo, sabi nga ng mga coaches po, no, hindi ganito kaganda yung laro mo last season. Pero what changed in you this season 4?
Siyempre, nandiyan na po yung mga support galing po sa mga magulang ko, sa mga kapatid ko. Hindi naman po matatanggal si God. Siyempre, siya yung pinaka-importante, Lord. Salamat po sa iyo. At yung mga teammates ko, mga coaches ko, lahat po nagsasupport sa akin, Lord. Ano yung question?
Baka may gusto ka pang pasalamatan, Enzo.
Big shoutout po kay GX International, South Sunday Sports Management, Truty Iced Tea, BM's Basta Manok Restaurant, PCMSI, Eco Structura TNT, Agustinian Abbey School, 21 Cargo, Maxis Resto and Events Venue, VPT Training, and Gold's Gym po.
Congratulations, Enzo, and of course, to the 16 under Las Piñas. Back to you, gentlemen.
Congratulations once again, Las Piñas Truty Coolers in the 16 and under division. Meron pa tayong mga natitirang laro, so huwag kayong lalayo. Balik tayo for game number 6.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Kabayad pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan.